your work and your the civility of your tone throughout. It's been a pleasure watching you all work together. I do have a couple of questions that you don't need to answer, but that are of concern to me. One is the Mr. Younger pointed out that and you clarified that just because the price of the work has gone down by 75% doesn't mean that the scope of the work has. Just as a regular, working person, that concerns me tremendously, because I don't quite understand how you get something for 75% less than you've gotten it for 11 years, unless you were overpaying for the 11 years, but that's water under the bridge. But I would look very carefully at that, whether that is absolutely, I think Norma raised that issue tangentially, but that's a little suspicious to me. I would want to look real closely at why that's such a great savings if you're going to get the same work. So that's my one issue. And then the other request I would make of all of you is Mr. Younger very clearly requested, and I've never met this gentleman before, but I'm impressed with his work. He asked about those internal controls and the opinions to be provided on those. And you, sir, also seem to be on that bandwagon. What I saw happen, though, was a sort of backing off on that point because staff told you that is boilerplate. So what I heard from these two gentlemen was, so can't we have a contract where that boilerplate is not included? If, as you said at some point, that this is a small niche market of auditors who do schools, it seems to me that you're going to be able to push back with somebody to be able to get somebody to break out of that mold if they want your business. So just because it's always been done that way.
They can't. They're out of business because they're, I don't mean to interrupt your train of thought, but they're governed by the internal, like the CIPA. If they don't issue according to that language, they can be disbarred.
Well, I think there was a comment that there was an extra page of it in this particular instance that was not the standard boilerplate.
I believe it is, and we have to go back and check that.
Well, then maybe some creative work with your attorney about how you could work around that to make sure that there was someone looking at internal controls and they were willing, even if they were willing to say, we're not going to issue major opinions, but these were the issues that raised red flags.
We could do, we can look at doing an internal controls audit, which would be separate. I feel very confident for the time I've been here that the district has outstanding internal controls. So,
I understand that, but you're in it.
I know, but also I've been.
It's hard to see things when you're in it.
Yeah, but I came from PricewaterhouseCoopers, where I audited large firms for several years, and also worked at Pac Bell, and the level of internal controls, and I've been told by our external auditors, I think they're outstanding. Literally, you have to have a signature on, 2 signatures on nearly every single document we produce. It's unheard of in private industry.
Okay.
But we can do more to look at that, but you can't say you have to remove this language because no audit firm can do that, and we won't have anyone to do
I wouldn't want anyone to do something illegal, but I think there may be workarounds, and I guess I'm just asking that when you get that kind of response, that some, as a Citizens Oversight Committee, you push a little and ask for what creative solutions can be come up with. And I appreciate your work, and I appreciate your expertise.
And I have
There
not
may be a
backed
workaround.
down.
Thank you.
That issue is not dead.
Thank you.
And of course, he knows that.
I know.
We know that.
He knows that. It's not dead.
Thank you.
We know that.
The spat continues.
Right.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
Oh, don't you just say chairman?
We usually just a chair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Thank you, everyone.